Oh, hello there. Welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. We have got quite the show for you. It's a Saturday. It's sunny outside. We're feeling tray summery here at Crafters TV, and we are in the Craft House, which is a great place to be. We're in the Craft House. It's our members event as well, which is fantastic because it means everyone's getting an extra Club Inspire discount, everyone getting double points and that free tote as well. And we're also featuring Hunky Dory. It's like the holy trinity, this show. It's going to be an amazing couple of hours. We have got so much incredible new product for you that we're going to share with you, most of it with a Christmas theme, which is fantastic. Now, when I knew I was presenting a Hunky Dory show, I hoped I'd be joined by one man, and he is here. Craig, how are you?
Hey Joe, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to be back here again. So we're on next Saturday. We had Debbie earlier on today. I'm back for the afternoon here in the UK, of course. And absolutely, they came to me a couple of weeks ago about this show and they says, Craig, there's a show coming up, Hunky Dory, and straight away I went, yeah. There was no questions asked. They went, you don't know what we're going to ask. I was like, are you going to ask me to do it? And they went, well, actually, yeah. I was like, no bother at all. You know, many of you know my history with Hunky Dory, being on the design team and crafting with them for many, many years. So it was just an absolute give for me to say absolutely. And boy, what a couple of hours we've got in store, that's for sure.
Yeah, we really have. We've got 3 brand new collections available for you in the show. We've got to buy the show as well. Should we break it down and show you what we've got coming up in this show? Right, so we're going to share with you first. You've got 3 individual collections available to you in this show. Right, so let's just show you the mega bundle. Now, the mega bundle, you get absolutely everything. So within this mega bundle, you are going to get 3 smaller collections within here, which is fantastic. So details there on your screen are for the Hunky Dory Mega Bundle. So this is one of the smaller bundles that we've got for you. So what you've got here is the Christmas Mega Bundle, bumper pack of inserts, the Classic Christmas. We'll get that picture changed for you. The Classic Christmas Luxury Topper Collection. You've got the Magic of Christmas Luxury Topper Collection. The Snow is Falling Luxury Topper Collection. And you've also got Christmas Elegance Luxury Toppers in here as well. And the free magazine. Right, ignore that picture for us. That's a picture of the Buy the Show. But here is, this one just here is this is the Hunky Dory, a magical Christmas time Deco Large insert and a little book that you've got here. This is brilliant because you've got 72 sheets in the Deco Large. There's absolutely loads in there. You've got 12 of the luxury card inserts and 144 pages in the little book. The great thing, of course, about the little book is that you've got multiples. So if you love to fuzzy cut and decoupage, you are going to absolutely adore that. Right, the Winter Forest luxury toppers, inserts and papers. This is great. This is for all of you out there that love Christmas, but you love elegant, classy Christmas. You're going to get it here. You've got 24 sheets of the luxury topper collection. You've also got 30 sheets of the inserts and papers and another 40 sheets in the 48 sheet 8x8 paper pad as well, $33.97 or $48.99. Now, I know what you're all going to want though. And you're going to want absolutely all of them because I know how many of you are fast becoming a Hunky Dory super fans. Now, if you go for it all, the value gets even better. So you've got great savings on all the individuals. When you get them all together, you get an extra 5% off, which is amazing, which takes your saving overall to over 40%. £108 if you're here in the UK, $136.49 if you are across in the US. Now remember, because it is our members event, everyone will get an extra 5% off on top of their usual Club Inspire discount, which is brilliant. A lot of you already gone for the large collection before the show. Very, very busy. Now, the great thing is about the Craft House is that we always get super, super social in our show. So if it's anything you want to know, you want to drop in and say hello, do drop me a line over on Crafters TV on Facebook, which is brilliant. But we also get to do something really special, and that is invite one of our crafty superfans into the studio as well. And I'm really pleased to say that I've got one of those such people on the line right now. Helen is joining us in, I believe, is it Suffolk, Helen?
It is. It's Ipswich in Suffolk.
Ipswich in Suffolk. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you. A little bit warm, but there's the odd breeze coming through.
It is warm, isn't it? I've even got my legs out, especially in the studio. Now, I know so we've featured Hunky Dory here a few times on Crafters TV. Are you familiar with them as a brand? Have you used their stuff before?
I used to use them all the time. But then I started doing more where I started with a white paper and inks and different things. So I haven't used them for a while, but they're excellent quality.
Yeah, they really are beautiful, aren't they? And we managed to send you some of the products. Well, quite a lot of the products are here that are on the show today. How have you been getting on with it? It's a lot of stuff, isn't it?
Well, I got everything, I think, apart from the magazine. So it's huge. I opened the box. I think it arrived about 12:30 on Wednesday or Thursday. And it took me 2 hours to go through it. That was just taking it out of the box and not even going through 2 of the packs. It was just immense. And I had so many ideas going through my head as to what I could do. I think I got inspiration overload.
And it sounds like you were incredibly inspired, because it sounds to me, a little birdie tells me, that you have been making quite a lot of creations in the short time that you've had your hands on this collection.
I've made 12 different things.
Wowzers. That is an awful lot. It really is. Have you got anything to hand that you'd like to show us that you've been making with it, Helen?
Okay. From the magic of Christmas, I just had to make this and frame it. It's not the right frame.
Oh, wow. Craig, that's amazing, isn't it?
I absolutely love that. I love how you've been able to incorporate that within the frame and make a bit of home decor as well. Obviously not just with cards, and that's a good thing with Hunky Dory. Hopefully by the end we'll show you another take as well with home decor. But I love how you've just arranged all those penguins all the way over that image. That is so cool.
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah. It was great fun, Craig. It really was. And it was the first thing I did.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that film Happy Feet. That's what it reminds me of. I'm imagining all those penguins dancing to the same beat. It's what I can imagine. Where are you going to be hanging that at Christmas then, Helen?
Oh, I think it'll have to go in the living room somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's loads of fun. Have you got anything else there you'd like to show us?
Okay.
We'll have a look at one more.
One more?
It sounds like you've got too much choice, the amount of different things that you've been making there.
Oh,
just quite a simple easel card with the decoupage.
Lovely. How did you get on with the decollage?
Lovely. So easy. But Craig, I always shape mine a little bit.
Craig, you talk about shaping quite a lot, don't you, with these deco large projects?
Absolutely, yeah. And the good thing, obviously, with the decollage, it's one step beyond what you would maybe find with traditional decoupage, maybe a few years ago. Because it's decollage, what that just means is because they're bigger. And what Helen's been able to do just there, and then what's obviously done, so is that glue gel that you've used?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So obviously this is where, as I always go on about, you can either use your glue gel or you can use your 3D foam pads. If you're using your glue gel, it means that beforehand as well, you can be able to manipulate and start to curve and shape the images, just like Helen's done there, and it just adds to that extra dimension as well. But goes to show you can make a full card just with the actual topper in itself. It's so easy, but look at the actual end result. It looks awesome.
It does look absolutely amazing.
I did the same thing again with the back sheet. Wrong way.
Oh, lovely.
And I took
the back sheet. Sorry, Helen, on you go.
Sorry?
No, sorry, I was just saying on you go there. I interrupted you there.
Yeah, okay, that is just the A4 sheet that comes with it, the really nice adorable scorable. And I took one of the layers and put it on this side, which was flat, and then put that on the other side. So you've got two two card makes from
two different ones of the same one. I think that's the great thing about this, isn't it? About Hunky Dory is that, you know, you can pick it and stick it, as they say, Helen, or you can incorporate it and play around with your different ideas. Right, Helen, we will be dropping in on you again as we go through the show. So you're going to hang on with us, and we'll come back to you in a little while, because I know Craig is so excited. He can't wait to get his hands on this product. Now, let me just drop back into the comments and see who is saying hello this afternoon here. I can see Christine's here, Astrid, Carol, Sharon, Anne's there as well. There's loads of you saying hello. We're going to start off with the Winter Forest collection. So let me just come and show you what you are getting included in here. So you've got a few different collections in here. So you first off got your toppers, which is this one here. Now you're going to get 24 sheets of the toppers. You always get an inspiration sheet with everything from Hunky Dory, which is fantastic. And then you've got all of these beautiful foiled and die cut toppers in here, which is great. You've got 24 sheets within the topper collection that you're going to receive in there, and Craig's going to take us through all the different ways in which we can use it as we go through the show. You've then got your papers in there as well. So again, you're going to be able to use that for your card blanks or lots of other different uses, which is wonderful. So you've got that there. What you've also then got in here as well is your inserts. Now these are fantastic. I don't think these need to be inserts particularly, because you could use these as outserts as well. They're very pastely and muted, which I think is gorgeous and goes so well with this collection. Do you see what I mean about this being quite a classy sort of grown-up Christmas collection, this one? And then what you've got is your paper pad. Now the great thing is about the paper pad is that it's double-sided. So it's 8x8, double-sided, and you've got 48 sheets in there. So you're going to get all of that today, $33.97 or $48.99. Of course, if you're going for the bumper, big, mega buy the show bundle, it's also going to be included in there as well. Very usable, this one, I'm thinking, Craig.
This really is very usable, and as you said as well, with having that collection, what it is that one's matte-tastic, which means that the cardstock throughout that whole collection, it isn't coated, so you can then stamp onto it, you can ink into it, you can add all these different effects as well, because an Adorable Scoreable is a coated cardstock. It's called Adorable Scoreable because you can score it, and when you fold it, you don't get any cracks or creases in it. So having that Joy's thing with having the matte-tastic means that you can do all these extra things. So we're going to go straight into our Winter Forest. So what I've just done is I've just taken a piece of pink Adorable Scoreable that I had. Maybe you got the pink Adorable Scoreable collection, or the collection over the last few weeks. You can use this with any cardstock. It doesn't have to be the Adorable Scoreable. So I've just taken a couple of different widths of tape, and I've just randomly just popped them all the way along. So I'm just going to finish this bit off to show you. Now my widths will be slightly different because the tape I'm using at the moment is finger length. So you always need to be aware that you've got like a couple of millimeters at each side to take into account for you to lift with your finger. But I'm doing this because I thought, well, we can create our own background. Now we do have that cardstock, that background, you've got the paper pad as well, but just goes to show this is you can still also create your own, because we are going to incorporate the Gilding Flakes. We're going to bring in the Gilding Flakes, and I have just noticed, I kept catching my eye before you came to me there, Joe. I've noticed that the window is open, and as many people know, when it comes to Gilding Flakes and windows open, fans on, people talking, people breathing really does not mix well at all. So let's see how this goes. It's going to be like our own scene from the Crystal Maze. So what I'm just going to do is just peel in the backing off all of the backs here. So we'll do this very, very quickly. And this goes to show how you can create your backgrounds using the Gilding Flakes. You could do this with your glitters. You've got the glitters on the show as well. So
if you want the glitters, not the glitters, sorry Craig, the Gilding Flakes, they are available on the show for you. We've got the 3-pack of the Gilding Flakes back in stock, but I need to let you know, across all the options, they are very low in stock. Details are there for you on the screen. They're sold out time and time again when we've bought them for you. Less than 50 of them remaining. And these, I mean, they don't look a lot there in those pots, Craig, but they really do go a long way, don't they?
They really do, because they expand. So if you've never tried Gilding Flakes or that before, once you get them, get an old container, an ice cream container, an inexpensive one from your store, because I absolutely promise you, now if I take the copper one, when you empty them from the original tubs, you will not get them back into that tub. And that is an absolute promise because they expand. So just make sure that you've got another tub or container to actually pop them into. So what we're going to do just here, now this is nearly, I've maybe used a couple of cards worth within there. And that's a full one, so you would get more. So it just goes to show how it does expand. So what we're then just going to do is, let's just kind of tip this in, and then all I'm going to do to start with is just use my fingers, and I'm just going to spread that all over the actual adhesive. If you've got a wet glue, a stay sticky glue, then you could start to use these as well. It needs to be a glue, maybe like, so can you see it actually floating away because I've got the window going? It needs to be a glue that stays sticky and tacky. So then what I'm just going to do is just pick these
Producer
ones up.
Laura said it's a bit like the Crystal Maze,
like,
which is really what it's like, yeah.
It really is. The only thing we don't have on is the fan. Everything else, like I say, has got going. The things we say not to do. So I've just taken, you can get these inexpensive off online, you know, maybe just check out, obviously, these stores not online. It's just like a wee squeegee. If you can, try and not use the green end of a kitchen sponge because that's really scratchy. So that'll really start to scratch your cardstock that you don't want. But maybe just a soft sponge or something that's got a wee bit of texture to. And then already, all that I'm just doing is I'm just rubbing back and forwards. And you can see all that excess adhesive comes off. And I'm just going to finish that bit off. Then I'm just going to turn it the other way around. And I'm just going to pick up all that excess. So everything that falls into the tub, you know, the flakes start large, but the more and more you use them, they will get smaller and smaller because, of course, you're starting to just scrape off all that excess. But if you've got the Sticky Mitts double-sided adhesive sheets, you could be using them, die cut them into different shapes, and then you can have your Gilded Flakes background, all these different ways that you could be creating them. If you've maybe got our sentiments, you know, our sentiment dies, it's got the background die with it, then why not use your Gilded Flakes and you'll get a nice Gilded Flake background. So think of all these different ways in which you can use it. Now, what I'm then just doing is getting rid of this. Now, this is, when they say gold dust, it's like silver dust. Please, please, please. And I know, Joe, I'm going to get a message on Facebook later saying, I can't believe you've done that, Craig. But for the sake of time, you would gather up. However, you won't have hopefully you won't have a window or that's pushing it all that way. That only happens because we've got the air circulating about. So there we go. Yeah, we're all waiting to have a game of the Crystal Maze. So let's bring in a scoreboard at the moment. And I'm going to just finish that off. So there we go. We've got that background just there so you can see. There, look at that. Gorgeous, love it. Then I've taken another bit of the adorable scoreable that's within one of the bundles, and I'm going to bring in my double-sided tape again. Yes, I am at the moment, so I had to think what I'd done. So we're just going to add this. This is just onto a dark grey tone, because you will see I've picked out these colours to mix in with the actual collection. So if I bring in the topper sheet that I'm going to use, you'll see how I've just coordinated the colours just to complement. So you can see that looks really, really dark here. It's not as dark in my view, but you can see how it complements it well. So then what we can just do is start to layer this up. Now I'm going to use a sheet of acetate. I think it is the heavyweight that we've got on the show.
Yeah, I think the heavyweight is it in stock? It's sold out, so I believe, yes.
I will apologise. A lot of mine do have the Snowfall acetate because I was using that when we had it in stock, but you guys just beat us to it.
Just goes to show you, doesn't it, Craig? If you want something, you have to get it quick, especially in these shows. Those gilding flakes, super busy. Absolutely, definitely not going to last, I don't think, the first hour, let alone the whole show, Craig.
Yeah, you need to grab it. But you can do this with the heavyweight acetate. Maybe got some of ours or others in your crafty stash. It's just so happens I had the Snowfall. So let's bring in the Snowfall, or the acetate. So my card was 7x7. So what I want, I've got my acetate, so it's 7x7, well, it's 7 one way, and then the other way I've got it to 8 inches because I'm wanting to score at an inch in. That will give me a hinge, and that will make my acetate 7x7. So let's just turn this around, and I'm bringing in my score tool.
Loads of people letting me know that they shopped ahead last night. I think a lot of savvy shoppers, a lot of people got the Buy the Show collection before the actual show. Diane McIntyre is one of those people, Craig. Lisa wants to know if the 8x8 pad is shiny. It's actually a matte. So the 8x8, which is in the smaller collection, it is a matte one there for you. Cynthia saying she got the whole show bundle, couldn't resist, it all looks wonderful. Can't wait to make all kinds of things. Dina says she usually holds her breath, Craig, when using those gilding flakes.
Yeah.
I don't think you're alone then. Sandra said it's going to look like he's had a party with all those gilding flakes.
Party with the gilding flakes. They're just so much fun to use, you know, because you can use them in many different ways. Like I say, when you're using your adhesives, just think where you could use them. So just on one side, on the opposite, I've just popped some double-sided tape. You could use your red liner tape for this one, but this is going to create the hinge. So if I was to turn it around just so you can see, we've got the hinge just at this bit there. So all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to place that just right up to the edge that we can see just there, and press. And this is then going to start to give me the front of my card. So you can see we've got the acetate that opens up, and again this can still be your heavyweight acetate, no problem at all. So you can see that one there. So then I'll set that one to the side. Let's bring in our topper sheet. So what I'm just going to do is Hunky topper sheets, they're all held in place, they're all die cut, but they're all held in with what we call little pips, tiny little pips that holds it in. Either take your scissors, and you probably think, oh, Craig does it with the little scissors. I don't actually. I use a craft knife. So all that I just do is just over the edges, just going around just where the pips are, and we're just going all the way around just there, and then that will help just to release it. So that takes out your topper. So we've got that one there. And actually let's do the circle, because I think although my card is square, I want to use the circle one just to show how circle and squares do actually work together. So we've got that one there, so let's then bring in a couple of other sheets. So what I've got just here is this one is from the 8x8 paper pad. So all that I'm just going to do now is I want to create just a wee bit of a layer from underneath, because if I was to pop that over the top, it kind of just, it doesn't quite fall into the background, you know, you can't see the difference. So what I'm just going to do is my topper, which is 3.5 by 3.5. So let's do a square layer. Let's do 4.5 by 4.5. So let's bring in my guillotine. So let's do 4.5 by 4.5. And I've deliberately left it so I've got this nice design on the front. And then again from one of the adorable scoreable bundles, this one is, it's not quite a white, it's not quite a grey, but I've just used that one. Again, coordinates with the collection. So as we all know by now, so this one is 4.5 by 4.5. So let's do 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then it's the case of just finishing it off. But I will show you a few things, because you might think, oh Craig, you're going to see that join at the back, and you're going to see the actual adhesive when you pop that in. So we'll show you how you can disguise them. So let's just pop these ones all out the way, and then for this one, because we've got so much we want to show you, let's actually bring in our tape runner. I think all our tape runners are giving up the ghost today, aren't they? You had trouble earlier on, Joe, didn't you?
They're in very short supply, Craig, I'm afraid. Angie Nelson says, can you use regular acetate on the front of your cards? Does it have to be construction, Craig?
So if you want to use your acetate in a way where it's to hold your card up, you will need to use a heavyweight acetate. So Hunky Dory's heavyweight acetate, our acetate as well. You know, the thin acetates like your heat resistant acetate, that won't work because it's too flimsy. So what will happen is it will just fall over. So it needs to be a good acetate. About, if it's got the weights on it, about a 220 micron when it comes to acetate, and you'll be good. So then what we're just going to do now, so if I just bring all of these in, and then I'm going to pop, did have foam pads just here. So let's just, I had them at the side. I was all good, ready to go.
Oh no, what is Craig led without his foam pad? I was going to say, Craig, could you imagine if you didn't bring them with you today?
I couldn't continue. There's just no way I could continue. So what I'm going to do is let's layer that one up, and then, so it's all about dividing, so you're seeing and you're getting the different layers. So I'm going to pop this one straight over the top of the acetate. So you can see that one there. So then if you open this one up, see how what I mean, you're going to see the acetate just there. So what we can do, I'll show you how to cover that one up. So for this layer here, let's pop this in first. So let's pop that one on. And then all that I'm just going to do is I'm just going to kind of centralise that within the middle and pop that one on. So that's going to give us our backing. That's going to give you somewhere to write, although we are still going to add an insert, but on the back. So then let's open this one up. The same adorable scoreable, that grey adorable scoreable, what I've just done is I've actually just die cut one just here. Now I think my original plan, let's see if I can get this off, just a no more maybe. Can we get it off? Yeah, we can get it off. My original plan was to back it onto a bit of matting and layering. So let's do that one first. So let's pop that one on there and that one on there. And it's a nice way to show you how you can mix and match your squares and your circles. Don't just think that they have to, if you do a square card, it's got to be square toppers. So now we can pop that one up and layer it up. And then what I've just done, die cut a second circle, exactly the same size. So let's place that one on there. And then on the back, let's actually add our adhesive. And now this is what's going to cover up the join on the back. So if we overlay that exactly over the topper, so that lets you see that topper is shining through, and you turn it over and you're not going to get any of that horrible looking adhesive. So to finish it off, what we're also going to do, same adorable scoreable, and I've just die cut just a strip just to go down the back there to cover that one up. And it is just a couple of accents to finish off, and that's it. So let's pop that one on there and there. And because this is 7x7, let's bring in one of the coordinated acetate inserts, sorry. So you can see that one just there. It's very subtle, but the designs just match the actual main image throughout the topper, so as well as the background. So because that card blank is 7x7, let's do 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. Couple of ways you can actually attach your inserts, whether it's on the inside or the outside. So what I'm just going to do for this one is we've got that nice border that runs down the side. So all that I'm going to do, you can mat and layer the whole square if you want, but all that I'm just doing, a bit of adhesive down the side, I'm going to pop that one just there. So although the insert is on the back, you're still getting that bit of luxury. You know when you're insetates? It was a mixture of
insert and acetate. Maybe you should trademark that. Insertate. Acetate for the insert.
Yeah. It
Brilliant.
still gives you that feel of a luxury card. So then we're going to bring in a couple of toppers. So that one can go in the back, and I've just got a ribbon to add, and that'll be it. So pop this one on with our tape. So it's a good way to show how you can actually incorporate different things, such as your gilding flakes, or it could be your glitters. So let's pop that one there. So you can either write on the back, you could either write in the middle if you want. Let's just take a couple of bows, and we've even got these on the show, Joe, which are gorgeous. We've got lots of gems and pearls.
We do indeed.
Something we're always asked for.
Yeah, absolutely. They are available. Basically, they are the gemstone bundle. So you get 9 sheets in the top two. So if you're going for the essential selection, you get 9 sheets in there. It's hundreds of gems, I think it's fair to say, isn't it, Craig, that you've got there?
Absolutely.
So there's different options for you. You've got an essential selection, a precious pearls selection. You've got the glitter selection or the shimmer selection as well. They are from $15.99 to $19.99 in the UK, from $21.99 up to $27.99. If you're in the US, but they're amazing for when you want to just add a little bit of embellishment, a little bit of bling, Craig, I'm guessing.
Absolutely, and the good thing is you've got a variety of different sizes. So you've got the real small ones, you've got your larger ones. So they could be a subtle accent, or they could be a main feature to your corners or the edges. So all that I've just done there is I've taken one of the border strips that also come on the topper sheets, and they hunky-dory fill the topper sheets. So if it's either the actual images, it could be your sentiments, or it could be borders. And then now, just to finish off, let's take our pearls, and all that I'm just doing is let's pick a couple of the medium ones. So let's do one just down there on the border, let's do a large one, and then just to finish off, let's tell you what, let's even go a bit of even more luxury, one step further. Tiny bit of hot glue. You could be using your glue gel if you want, and let's just bring in a medium pearl, and then that can be enough. Those bows, that was just ribbon that I had at home, which I know many crafters have got, lots of ribbon at
Fab
home.
card, Craig.
So there we go. That's just incorporating some adorable scoreable, and then you can see that you've got all that gilding flakes in the background, as well as acetate, which could be any of your heavyweight acetate. So there we go.
Absolutely beautiful creation there. Really, really busy already on the big collection. Let me show you a few items that are going very, very quickly. So the 5x5s, these are really busy. They are your card blanks and envelopes. 60% of the stock of these has sold out and gone. You get 30 of them in there, and you get the envelopes that correspond and go with them as well. $9.99 or $13.49. There is a multi-buy offer as well on some of the sort of bits like this, along with things like the gemstones, the glimmer mists as well, and the diamond sparkles. An extra 10% off when you buy 3 or more on all of the individuals as well over on the website. Now, a really, really popular collection that Hunky Dory launched not so long ago was the Hunky Dory Twilight Safari, and this is the foiled adorable scoreable card stock here that you've got. A quarter of the stock of that one has sold out and gone. You can get it individually. You get any 2 there for 16 or 25, and it's across a few other card collections as well. This one here is the Forever Florals next, the Rose Matastic Selection. 25 colours, 3 of colours in there as well, which is brilliant. So Craig, I do believe, has incorporated this into his demonstrations as well. Just a note is also one that you can go for, just a different colour variation there for you as well, more of sort of browns and blues as well. Right, I want to just quickly run you through again what you are getting. So I showed you already, didn't I? We went through the Winter Forest already. We've had a little look at the Winter Forest. So I want to share with you the next collection that we've got in here, all available individually. So the Winter Forest is very busy on its own. Let's move on. Let's have a look at the next collection, because a Magical Christmas is your next collection that you've got just here. And this is a comprehensive bumper bundle that you've got. This is your decollage. This was what the lovely Helen was showing us a little while back there. So what you've got is all your die cut elements in here. You've got 72 sheets in this one, and some of them foiled, but they're all there ready to go for you to cut out. Just in this element of the collection alone, you can make 24 cards, which is brilliant. And I think that's very, very conservative. I think you'll make much more than that. You've then got all of your printed cardstock in here as well that goes with that. So that's just one element of the second collection that we've got for you. You've then got your inserts as well. So you've got 12 inserts there within that collection, which is wonderful. And then this is, of course, Hunky Dory. So they've included for you the little book. Now, this is a little book of Magical Christmas. The wonderful thing about these little books is that you can see that you've got repeating images. So if, like Craig, you're a whiz with those little scissors and you love doing your fussy cutting, you're going to absolutely adore doing that. So that is a Magical Christmas with a decollage, the inserts and the little book. You've got absolutely loads within there. So that is the second collection. Now, Helen has been making absolutely loads of fabulous things with these collections. So we're going to drop in and have a little chat again with Helen. How are you doing there, Helen? Are you feeling inspired?
Yeah. Well, funnily enough, I actually used the same topper and paper that Craig did.
Oh, beautiful.
That's gorgeous. I love that. Look at that.
Really
I love
lovely.
even look at the corner as well, just pulling back the paper because it's double-sided, just how it just adds that bit of elegance to it.
Really,
Yeah, I
really
just
beautiful.
bring that pink in up the top there.
And it's a good way of doing that, yeah, because they're double-sided, but some have maybe got a slightly different colour tone on each side, so it's a good way just to pull those all in together. One of our best wishes as well. Goes to show that you can mix and match.
Oh, what else have you been up to then, Helen? That is beautiful, that one.
Also from the Winter's collection, that one.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Very elegant, that one.
Oh, it's absolutely stunning. I mean, I sat there in awe, looking at all the different sheets. And then I put the insert in that one.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Did you do a floaty? Oh, you've done a floaty, a very fancy floaty insert, Helen, in there.
Yeah, just done it at the top there.
Yeah, I think it looks absolutely brilliant. How have you been crafting for, Helen?
Seems like forever. I was always colouring as a child. And then being a girl with 4 brothers, the only way I could get Mum's attention was when she sat to knit or crochet or sew, and so I would sit and do that with her. But paper crafting as such, I've been doing it for about 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And my first crafter's companion purchase.
Oh, my. Is that the wooden one?
Oh, wow.
Wowzers.
The original wooden one.
How old is that?
So that would be 15 years this year, Craig, is it? When Sarah was born. Purchased it on the first show that Sarah was on, when she was a bright young thing. And she hasn't changed a bit.
She really hasn't. That's so funny. They're like museum pieces now. We've got one in the reception, haven't we, Craig, over at HQ? And we all go in and you give it a dust off every now and then. I think that could be a collector's item, you know, Helen.
Probably could. I've got two, actually, because my mum had one as well. And she passed away a couple of years. So I've got hers. I'm not getting rid of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely keep them. They're too beautiful to give away, 100%. If you had to pick one bit specifically that was your favourite of all of this collection that we sent to you, Helen, what bit do you think it would be? I know it's a tough question.
Tough. It's, I think it's impossible, actually. I think that for the whole collection, there's really wows in every collection, but I think the one that runs throughout more is the Winter Forest.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it, that Winter Forest collection? Just quite elegant. You don't see, I mean, we do a lot of traditional Christmas and a lot of quirky Christmas, but that's like an elegance Christmas, which is not something you see an awful lot of, really. No,
not these days. It does tend to take you back a bit, I think. And a lot of things we do is very girly.
Yes.
I've got 4 brothers. I've got 5 nephews. So very male-dominated family, and so I need to try and do the male.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Helen, don't go anywhere. We're going to drop in on you again in a little while, once Craig has given us another fantastic demonstration. Right, what I'd like to do is go through the final element that makes up this By the Show collection that we've got here for you. So let me just come and show you here the insert. So let's just go firstly through the inserts that you're getting in here. I've got so much stuff back here you would not believe. There are, do you know how many sheets there are in this whole collection? 486 sheets in the By the Show collection, plus the free magazine as well. So we're going to start off with here the Christmas mega bumper pack of inserts just here. So what you've got in here are 30 inserts for you. You can see there are such a lovely vast array of different styles and different colours there as well. We're then going to move on to Classic Christmas. Now the great thing is with all of these hunky-dory collections, what you get is you get that inspiration sheet in there as well. Now this is your Classic Christmas, and in here you've got 30 sheets. So you've got 10 sheets of the foiled and die cut toppers. You've then also got as well 10 sheets of your pattern papers, and you've got more toppers in here as well. So you can see here, really good heavy weight of this. I'm guessing, would you say it's about a 310, 350 GSM, this cardstock, Craig?
So the toppers are 300 GSM, and then your background, so your foil as well as your pattern, is 350 GSM. So you're getting that awesome quality within these ones.
It is amazing quality, very, very heavy weight. You've then got The Magic of Christmas is your next collection. Even more toppers and cardstock in here. And again, this is now more, maybe a bit more fun, a bit more playful Christmas that we're looking at just here, you can see, but still a really great variety of designs and sheets in here. Let me just take you back to the back where the toppers are, because I want you to see all of the gorgeous toppers that you're getting in here as well. So you can see there all of these die cut and foiled beautifully, so they're just going to pop right out of here, which is fantastic. The value is pretty incredible, whether you are going for the mega bundle, which is on your screen there, or you're going for the By the Show collection. It's very busy on both there. Right, let me give you, it's never ending, is it?
There's so much, Joe. There is so much.
There really is. This is your Snow is Falling that you can see just here. Really lovely. And again, this one a little bit more elegant again, I would say. In there, you've got that inspiration sheet that you can see. I'm going to have to pause this a second just to let you know, I've just heard breaking news of the gilding flakes. There are 3 of the collections left in stock. There are many more than that. Trying to get hold of them. If they're in your basket, you need to check it out or you will miss out. Sorry, I didn't want anyone to miss out on those. So there you've got all of your different die cut toppers there with the foiling as well, which is fantastic. Really, really beautiful. And then again, all of your papers in there, as you can see, absolutely loads of different styles there. And the great thing is all the papers are designed beautifully to work with the collection and the topper. So if you are a new crafter, the great thing is about these, you can easily just pick and flick and put them together very easily. If you're a more experienced crafter, absolutely there's going to be something here for you as well. Right, the next one we've got for you is more elegant Christmas with the Christmas elegance, as you can see just here. So again, you've got that sheet in there. It's going to give you loads of ideas of how you can use these. 30 sheets for you in the Christmas elegance there as well. And again, I love that one. Lots of pops of colour in here, some wooded themes in there too. You can see again, can't you, how all these toppers are going to work beautifully with all of these background papers that you've got in here, which is just fantastic. Now there is a free magazine. Have you got the magazine over there, Craig?
I do indeed.
Do you want to give us a little flick through that magazine?
Of course I can, yeah.
Because you're getting that as a bonus. Whether you're going for the mega bundle or you're going for the buy the show collection, you will get that magazine, which Craig has. Oh, look at that one. How adorable is that? Super, super gorgeous. What can we expect from the magazine then, Craig?
So the magazine is all about the 4 main collections that Joe's just been showing you, and then what you're going to find is you're going to find 81 projects within the magazine, and there's 1 project per topper sheet from that 4 main collections. So I don't want to go through it all because I know many like to have the surprise of what you can see. Now it's from the team at Hunky Dory, but they show you many different ways. It could be a really quite a simple, straightforward DL card. You know, you can do your half fold cards. There's boxes. They include templates to show you. Now, of course, you could follow along and you could do this style, but using any of the different topper sheets. You even get background papers within these ones, and these are like magazine quality papers that you can use. You've got all these different styles. Like I say, there's an inspiration idea for every topper sheet within the 4 collections that you're seeing just there. You've got small cards, large cards, all the step-by-step, maybe what they've used, additional parts or products that they've used. So much within that one there. And again, you can see there templates that are referenced to many things throughout that magazine. That also comes included.
It does. So $49.99 or $68.99 if you want to go for the Hunky Dory Mega Bundle. You'll get everything that I've just shared with you just there. However, far and away the busiest is the Shop the Show, and it's all 3 collections. You know, there's a lot in a collection, Craig, when it takes us like maybe 40 minutes to even just get through everything that's included in that collection. You are getting 486 sheets in here and the free magazine as well. That great price. Don't forget as well, everyone is going to get an extra 5% club inspired discount because it is our members event. Platinum members in the UK, you can get this collection for £81. I know. Platinum members in the US, you can get this for $102, which is amazing. That means everyone gets free postage and packaging. Everyone's going to get free shipping and handling as well, which is fantastic. Double points. And don't forget as well, you're going to get that free tote too. I can see it. It's just over there. There you are. Keep calm and craft on. When you spend over £40 or $40, you'll get one of those. Oh, expert. He's ready for his next demonstration, but he's also doing a side hustle with some modelling over there as well.
I could put my Hunky Dory stuff into there. Actually, I better not touch that because I've got it nicely set out. But yeah, you can pop your collections in there. You can put your adhesives in there. You can get everything sorted, not just, food. So there we go. Got our tote bag. Keep calm and craft on. Love that one.
Fabulous. Right, where do you want to go next? What collection are we looking at next, Craig?
Right here, so I'm going to take that back out. We're going to use Snow is Falling, and I am just quickly to show you as well kind of how it works. So within the mega bundle, each topper sheet, so you got your topper sheet, and now within the topper sheets you could at least make 2 cards from your 2 main toppers, but within this one, for example, you could make a 3rd one because you've got that topper. So you get your topper sheet, which is 300 GSM. You then get a coordinated background card, which is 350 GSM, and one of them has always got your foiling on it. And then you get another one which is just just as glorious, also 350 GSM, but with no foiling on it. And I'm going to show you in a minute how you can use these. I'm not actually going to touch the toppers. And then when it comes to the insert sides, you get an insert per topper sheet or background. You can see that they match the actual toppers as well. Stamp onto them, print onto them. If like me, if you like to print your sentiments from your printer, you can do that onto the inserts as well.
Right,
So,
Craig, those gilding flakes,
yeah.
I'm really sorry, they've sold out and gone as a collection. Am I right in thinking, producer Laura, the bronze ones and the silver ones might be available individually? They are available individually. The multi-buy, the collection, sold out and gone. The other two are there, but they're very, very low stocks as well. So if you've got them in your basket, make sure you check them out. If you've got the trio of them, you'll need to remove those from your basket. Very, very busy show we're having, Craig.
I'm not surprised, you know, when it comes to Hunky Dory, the quality is exceptional and there's so much you can do. As you said, whether you're a beginner or an experienced, there's loads. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm just going to take the foiled background card where you've got Santa just down at the side, chop that up, and that could be a topper in its own right. So what I've just done to start with is I've got my 8x8 card blanks. When it comes to the actual Hunky Dory cards, I always think it screams out 7x7 and 8x8. However, you can do a lot smaller as well. I've just taken some of the Adorable Scoreable. I've taken a white and a white, there's not white there. I've taken a red and a green just to complement the image that you can see there. So the red is 7.5 by 7.5. No, it's not. It's 7.25 by 7.25. The green layer is 7.5 by 7.5, and then the silver layer is at 7.75. So what I'm doing is taking this topper, so that's going to go onto the top. So this one that I want to cut is going to be 7 by 7. So what I'm going to do, I want to keep the image that we can see on this side just here. So we're going to come to 7 by 7, which is there. So I'm going to cut, again turning it around, 7 by 7 and cut. So that gives me my square mat to then go onto the top just there. Then I am going to bring in, I apologise once again, but you can do what I'm away to do with heavyweight acetate or any of your heavyweight acetate you've got at home. I've taken a piece which is, I know it's hard to see when it comes to acetate, I've taken a piece which is 6.25 by 7 inches. So what this is going to do is create a wrap around the front of Santa Claus on the train. So bringing in my scoreboard, so I've got my scoreboard in, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the end, which so I want to go, just want to check which way I needed to go, so it's that way. So the side where it is 7 by 7 is going to go to the edge of your scoreboard. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to score just all the way down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along to 1.5 inches and I'm going to score just there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along to 5 inches and score. And then last but not least, I'm going to come in to 6 inches and score. So once I've done that one, just give that a good score. And you'll find when it comes to even the heavyweight acetate, it does fold just beautifully. So what I'm wanting to do is, because I'm wanting to create a bit of a box to go over the top. So what I'm doing, so if I fold that way, so we're just folding that in. And then this lip here, that is about 1/2 inch, that's going to be the part that's going to go over the edge of your image. So if I show you there, that's what's going to go over that edge just there. So you can see the box coming together. So once again, we're just going to fold in. So all of them, apart from this very last one, you're folding inwards. So let's just fold them. And then with this one here, you're not wanting to fold in, you're wanting to fold out. And you might think, what do you mean? What are you going to do there, Craig? That will all become explained in a moment. So let's just fold them ones over, just like this one. And then that gives us our box that's going to go over our Santa Claus. Now, yes, you will, if you're giving this out, you will want to make a box with your scoreboard, your Ultimate Pro. But because it's a nice 8x8 card, it's easily done. So then let's just flatten these out slightly. So then what I'm doing, so you can start to see now, so if I just hold that before I tape it, and then this lip is then just going to match up to that foiled edge that you can see just there, he says.
I love that, Craig.
So we're starting to get that box effect, but don't worry, we will, where my thumb is, we will cover that up. So let's bring in, I do advise red liner tape for this one. So we're just going to go onto the back, just here, and I'm just going to use my red liner tape. So that's going to come down all the way just there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to snip that there. And then what I'm also just going to do, bringing in a red liner tape, and I've also got another red liner tape. This is a really thin one. This one's 3mm. The one I just used there was 6mm. So then what I'm going to do is just down this strip just here, I'm actually going to cover it up. But we are going to then recover that up with another foiled strip. So let's just snip that away, move that out the way, move that out the way, and then if I bring in my pokey tool, so let's peel that back and off. So let's take that off, and then we're going to bring in our wee box, and then that is just going to fold just over the edge. So we'll turn it that way, and we're just going to slot that just into there. It's going to be harder to see because it's acetate, but you will kind of understand where I'm going with this one. So we'll fold that one over. So then that's where the box starts to come together. Then with this side just here, what we want to do is let's just fold that acetate out the way. We're then just going to peel that off, and then we'll try to do it in the best way that you can see and that I can see what I'm doing. All that I'm just doing is this wee lip just here, I'm just lining that up against the strip down there where I've put my red liner tape. So I'm just going to follow that all the way down. So as I follow that, I'm just following that line all the way down to the bottom, and I'm going to press. Then there, we can see it there, look at that perfect view there, but we've now got that box. But you're going to say, but Craig, I see that wee strip of acetate. So what we're then going to do, let's bring in the topper sheet. And then with the topper sheet, you've got that foiled border just there. So let's snip that away. So we'll snip that and snip that again. Even with the topper sheets, they are just held in with the notches. So you can just use either your scissors or a craft knife. Just release that one. Let's once again bring in our guillotine. Because my main image, my background is 7 inches, I know that the actual border needs to be 7 inch. So let's just match this up to 7 inches, just there. Bring in our double-sided tape, and then it's just the case, we'll stick that down and just assemble it.
Loads of people chatting away over on Facebook and YouTube today, Craig. Diane McIntyre saying, this collection is so beautiful, so glad I bought it. Evelyn Bowie says, I love that snow is falling, Craig. The magazine is awesome, so much inspiration, says Dina. She loves planners and crafting, says that she got a tote yesterday, which is brilliant. Who else was it here? Someone's got 5 totes, they just let me know a minute ago. Who was it on Facebook? There was someone on Facebook yesterday, Craig, that got 12 totes, which is amazing.
12 totes.
I know. Dina says, good to know you can use the inserts in your printer. Oh, here we go. It was Elizabeth says, I've got 6 tote bags.
Wow.
How amazing is that?
How organised will that be?
Super organised. You're going to look wonderful doing your big shop at the supermarket. Lynn says as well, the images in the Hunky Dory collections are always beautifully designed, aren't they? And again, Craig, I think I'm right in saying, am I, that from an angel policy point of view, if you want to make and sell, whether that's, you know, for profit or for charity, we're okay to do that, aren't we, with the Hunky Dory products?
Absolutely. All the Hunky Dory images, everything that they do is produced in-house in Preston, and you can make to sell, whether it's just for fun, whether it's for charity or for your own profit, you absolutely can do it. They love seeing what you create. So what I've just done there is over that wee strip where we had that acetate, we've just covered it up with that border strip that you can see there. I've just added double-sided tape all the way around. So let's then start to assemble this. So let's put this on our card blank first. So this is then going to work straight onto our card blank. Now I'm using, yes, the adorable scoreable, but these, you can imagine what I'm doing, but if you've got our Centura Pearl, that extra bit of luxury when it comes to Centura Pearl, you could be doing that as well. So that's a good way just to incorporate your Hunky Dory goodies with our Crafter's Companion products. So let's just place that one on just there. Then let's bring in our layer that we've just done. So I'm going to try not get my head in the way, but I am just going to just try and just line that one up there and there. Just going to put my hands in, just to press that down.
Julie's asking, Craig, what's the difference between lead liner tape and the double-sided tape that you used earlier?
Red liner tape is very, very strong. So if you want to do any assembly, make boxes, anything like that, then what you can do is use the red liner tape instead of your wet glue. Plus, when it comes to your red liner tape, you can obviously pop glitter onto it, you could pop your gilding flakes onto it, you can even heat emboss on top of it as well. So that's a nice wee one to have, just to add your own wee extra bit of border around the side.
Fantastic, thanks for that, Craig. Loads of people going for that big collection, getting very, very busy there now, Craig. And it is the best value as well. You've got an over 40% saving on that, which is fantastic. Free postage and packaging, free shipping and handling, double points, and also remember that extra 5%. So whatever your current discount is for this weekend, up until the end of tomorrow, you will get an extra 5%. There is loads of stuff on the website that we might not even get a chance to show you in this 2 hours as well. So definitely pop yourself over to crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu and have a good look through everything that's over there. This is coming together beautifully, Craig.
So, thank you very much, Joe. So just to finish the inside, we are going to add a few gems on as well, but we're just going to bring in our insert. So you can see how your insert just complements your topper images that you can see. So there we go. And then all that I'm going to do, so there's different ways. I could have the insert, the actual image visible, because you can write on that as well, print onto it. However, what I am just going to do, once again, because my card is 8 by 8, I'm going to bring my acetate down to 7 3/4. So I'm going to cut, and then we're just going to cut. Now that still leaves me an edge just there. So that could be a DL card. You can pop that in the insert of a DL card, on a topper of a DL card. You can still be using them. So then let's just attach this one. And a bit like Helen, I do exactly the same. So I have just a strip of double-sided tape along the top. You can do your mats and layers if you want. Shock horror, I'm not. So let's just bring in our card blank, and then Laura.
Hang on, what's going on? You're not matting and layering?
I don't. When it comes to my acetate, I don't mat and layer my acetate. Oh my gosh,
there's a flying pig just gone past the window.
I just pop my strip of adhesive along the top, and then all that I just do is I just make sure that it's right up against that top edge, and so I'm just going to move that along just slightly, press it into place. So when you open it up, you've got your acetate. Again, you could be stamping onto it, you could be printing onto it, or you can just leave it blank. You could add one of the other toppers, but there's your insert. And then to finish it off, Joe, let's bring in our diamond sparkles. Let's bring in our glitter ones. And then all that I'm just doing is just taking 3 of them under the sentiment. I popped on one of the sentiments. So let's just take a small one. Actually, let's just use 3 small ones, and that's all that I'm just doing, adding 3 underneath. That's it, nothing else. And all I have used, apart from the background card, is 1 topper, sentiment topper, and 1 border strip. I've still got these 3 to go, and then we've created that one just there.
Looks absolutely beautiful, and I mean that is just a tiny amount of the collection that you're using there. And again, as I said earlier, I think the great thing about these hunky-dory collections is, yes, they are brilliant. If you want to just make a very, very simple card, follow the inspiration sheet. You get an inspiration sheet with every single collection. Just follow that, do a little bit of picking and sticking. They're brilliant. If you want to incorporate loads of other elements from your crafty stash and other bits and bobs that you have, then absolutely you'll be able to stretch these bundles out and get even many more makes out of them. Right, let's just recap a couple of the bundles. So that's the Buy the Show collection on your screen at the moment. If you want to go for the mega bundle, absolutely, there it is for you. So there you can see absolutely everything that you've got in this collection. So you've got the bumper pack of inserts. You've also got the classic Christmas luxury topper collection. You've also then got in there as well the Snow is Falling luxury topper collection, as well as the Elegance luxury topper collection, and you've also got the free magazine in there as well. If you want to go for the entire Buy the Show collection, £108, $136.49, 49. Sorry. Remember, Club Inspire members you get that extra discount as well. £81, 102.36 if you're a platinum member. Free postage and packing and free shipping and handling for you there as well. Now I can see a lot of you with very full baskets waiting to check out, so I'm going to give you a moment to do that. Whilst you do so, here's all the details of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there, of course, of how you can watch and shop at the same time, which is brilliant. Very busy. A lot of stuff over on the website that is very, very low stocked, including these, our 5x5s, Ink Me cards and envelopes. $9.99 or $13.49. These are actually limited stock, so less than 10% of the stock is available on there. Last time we brought you Hunky Dory products, this sold out, and it's going to go exactly the same way today. Right. Also, a couple of other very low stocked items. These are your Diamond Sparkles gemstone rolls. You've got 9 different colours here to choose from. £2.49 or $3.99 is your price there. There is only a handful of those left. Definitely check the website to see what colours are still available there. Now the sticky mitts, these are always very popular. They're also limited stock, so less than 10% of our stock is remaining. If you want to get these, be quick for them. If they're in your basket, please check them out. They're just great, especially if you love them for things like die cutting as well. Then they are going to be absolutely perfect for allowing you to do that also. Right, we're going to come back and again just share with you all the details of that Buy the Show bundle, because it is far and away the best value available to you on the show. So you've got absolutely everything in there. It's made up of your 3 individual collections. So the first elements you've got are those winter forest elements. Remember, in there you're going to get the luxury toppers, the inserts and the papers, the paper pads as well. You've then got your magical Christmas, and in here of course you've got your Deco Large 74 sheets in that collection alone. You've got inserts and you've got the little book of Christmas as well, and then you've also got that mega bundle too. And in the mega bundle, bumper inserts, you've also got your Christmas, classic Christmas, magic of Christmas, you've got your Snow is Falling and your Christmas Elegance topper collections within there. It gives you a whacking great 486 sheets plus the magazine as well, which is fantastic. And you'll get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging as well. Right, I know Craig has got another demonstration lined up, so let's hand you back.
Thank you so much. We're going to go for Christmas Elegance, and we're actually going to be using Winter Woodland, and we've got this gorgeous stag deer topper that you can see just there. So again, on this one you've got your main one, which you've also got your different frames, all die cut. You've got your pheasant down there, so on this one, actually in this one you could possibly even get 4 cards as well if you use some extra card stock. So what we're going to do is, I've also just gone into my adorable scoreable stash. So again, it's adorable scoreable, but it could be your Centura Pearl, it could be your normal cardstock, anything like that. So what we're then just going to do, and this is where the adorable scoreable, this is the name, this is the concept, this is what it's famous for. So I've got my card just here ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score at 2 inches and 3 inches. So I'm going to score at 2. And then I'm going to score at 3. So we're going to do that one. And then flipping it over, I'm going to score at 2 again. And then I'm going to score at 3. However, what I'm going to do on score number 3, I'm just going to flip it over and I'm going to score it the other way, because we're going to be doing what we'll call a mountain and valley fold. So again, I've already scored on this side at 3 inches. So let's just flip it over and we're just going to score that one. So then what I'm going to do, let's pop our board out the way and then let's fold this. So for this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that over and burnish it. And then with this one, we're going to fold back and we're going to burnish it. So then let me lift this up. Now, adorable scoreable, bendy ink as they call it. So you can see on there, other than that bit of glare, there's no cracks, there's no crease, there's no blemishes, there's no nothing at all. You've got your perfect score. So the adorable scoreable, or even the adorable scoreable patterned cardstock you get in your bundle, you can be using as card blanks. You can just absolutely, for instance, winter woodland, I've got the topper, the coordinated background, you could just fold this in half and that'll be your card blank done. However, because it's hunky-dory, it's complete luxury. We always say, you know, just bring in some card blanks. Obviously get the Ink Me, because you can of course use that as your card blanks, as well as stamp and blend onto them. But then there we go, we're starting to get our concept just there. So that was our A4 and it was at 2 inches and 3 inches each side. So then what I'm going to do is let's bring in our background sheet that we've already got just there. So this bit here, because this is 2 inches in width, let's bring in our guillotine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to 1 3/4. So we're going to come to 1 3/4 just here, and then we're going to cut, and then we're going to do exactly the same for the other side because it's the ends that I want. So 1 3/4. So we've then got 2 panels that could or will go onto each side just there that we can see just there. So that is that one there. And then for the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to use that as a matting layer for the middle. So I did pre-measure this beforehand, so I knew. I've got a silver matting layer, which is, so it's just over 5 inches by, let's just double check this one. So we are, let's come down. So let's go to 7 3/4 by 5 inches. So all that I'm just going to do is just trim this down. So we're now going to go down to 4 3/4, just there. And then, what did I say that was? I can't even remember. There we go. So that is 7 3/4. So let's go down to 7.5 inches. So that's going to then give us our matting layer for the centre. You can see just there. Don't forget, you've still got this that you can use elsewhere. So let's move all that to the side. And I'm going to keep apologising. I apologise. You can use your heavyweight acetate as well. But what we're just going to do is we're going to just bring this across, because this is actually going to start to be our main part of the card that you can see just there. So what I want to do, I just want to double check as that's sitting up. That is, let's go for, what's that, 9 inches. I need to trim that too.
Loads of questions still coming in, Craig. Lynn is asking over on Facebook, what kind of cardstock do you mainly use to make your base card? And what cardstock do you regularly use for the mats and layers, Craig?
Right, so our main base cards, 9 times out of 10, I use our white stamping card. I use that as our base. If it's 8x8, then of course I just make my own 8x8. When it comes to mat and layers, and Joe's my witness, I said this to him earlier on, I'm going to post a picture of all my adorable scoreable from over the years at home. My mats and layers, I use adorable scoreable, I use Centura Pearl as well. And then when I want any of the mirror card, I use our luxury packs as well. So I will post a picture just so that you can see I actually do use those ones. So let's just bring in some of our red liner tape, because what that's going to then do is that's then just going to sit just nicely over the top. However, our strips are going to cover that one off. So let's just add just a wee bit. I could actually even trim my acetate a wee bit more, but let's just go with it. So let's just pop a bit of red there as well as the other side.
Still loads of questions and comments coming in. Lots of first-time commenters as well, which we always love, Craig.
So nice.
Who is it saying? Anne says she's sitting on her hands, Craig. Wendy Coleman says it's the first time she's commented and she's just gone platinum. Congratulations.
Fantastic.
Hannah Horn says, yay, got the tote bag. Don't forget as well, when you grab, if you order anything over £40 or $40, you will get that free tote bag, which is fantastic. Delana Carter says, I normally make a huge batch of one Christmas card, but this year I'm tempted to do a wide variety. These toppers would make it so easy. Fiona saying, about the printed acetate. We did have it in stock. It has sold out. We will work really hard to get it back again for you as quick as we can. Snooze You Lose Your Sonia says, I can say I bought the Adorable Scoreable on the first show. I received it and loved it so much. By the second show, I loaded up on it, and I can tell y'all it is excellent cardstock. And that's the basis for every single element of the whole collection is printed on that amazing Adorable Scoreable cardstock.
Absolutely. So don't just think the Adorable Scoreable is only like the plain colour bundles that you get in. All the background sheets from your topper are all Adorable Scoreable. So what I've just done is I've just taken the main actual topper. So what you'll find, usually the main toppers has the main image, it has your outside frame, but also has this little frame within the middle. We don't need that one, but you've still got that one that you could use elsewhere. So then what we're going to do is on the back of this one, let's bring in our foam pads. And then what I'm just going to do is, for the actual frame, what we're going to do, like we go, I've got it at this side ready to go. Let's add some adhesive all the way round. So I'm not going to go all the way around, let's just add them in the four corners. But I know with it being the acetate, with it being red liner tape, it will be held securely. So let's just add that one on. So this will absolutely fold flat as well. So although it's a dimensional card, it will fold flat. So you'll be able to pop it into an envelope, or maybe make one of our 3D envelope boxes or that if you've got any of our scoreboards or our Ultimate Pro. Right, so now that that one's on, let's just bring in all these parts again. So let's just layer the center bit up before we pop the acetate on. So we're bringing our pattern paper. Now, if you wanted to save this bit that I've got chopped up, why not pop a layer of your acetate, your insert within the middle? However, we're still going to add an insert, but once again, we're going to add it to the back. So there we go. So let's just go all the way around. And with the Adorable Scoreable, I'm not sure if you've seen it last weekend or the weekend before with myself and Derek, you can actually foil onto Adorable Scoreable. So think of just taking your crafting to that next level by foiling all of your Adorable Scoreable. So then what I'm just going to do now is let's just bring our main topper, just take on off the backs, and then I'm going to just use the frame as a guide as a moment. I'm just going to pop that there, and then what I'm going to do is I want to leave a wee space at the bottom because we can add a sentiment. So this is just a bit of a guide of where to put the topper. So we'll place that one there. Then what we can do is let's bring in our actual poke tool, peeling off the back there and there. So bringing in the acetate that we've cut to size. So let's just fold them up again. And then all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to just layer up that one side just there, just press that into place. And then all that again I'm just doing is just bringing up this next side. So I just want to make sure that both these sides are quite even. So we can then just layer that one up, and then I'm just going to press as well.
Anastasia's asking about the shimmer roll on the website, Craig.
Yes.
Am I right in thinking it's kind of like the adhesive sheets, but shimmery and in a roll? Is that a good explanation?
It is. That's exactly it. So if you like your adhesive backed items, if you like your glitter or you like your double-sided adhesive sheets, that's what it is. It's just a double-sided adhesive sheet, but it's with glitter, shadless glitter.
Fantastic. Very low stocked on a lot of the colours that are still there available on the website. So if you do want them, definitely be quick for them. I know there's usually 10 colours, but I think some of them are already sold out in this show. Overall, half the colour choices have already sold out, and the ones that are remaining are very low in stock, so you need to be quick for them.
Okay, so all that I've just done, those two end panels that I chopped off, I have just popped some double-sided adhesive at the back. Now, as always, I'm using our double-sided adhesives. You can use your wet glues if that's what you prefer. That's no problem at all. So then all that I'm just going to do is let's just flatten that, and then I'm just going to line this up at the edge just there and there, and then we're just going to pop that one up there. Then we're going to do exactly the same with this one. So again, let's turn it that way just so I can line it up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto my topper sheet again, and I'm going to bring in the border that you also get. But what I want to do, can you see how I've still got that wee bit of excess just at the side, just there? Now, of course, you could trim your panels a bit bigger, so that covers it up completely. But what I want to do is just take out our actual ribbon strip, which is foiled. So I'm just going to snip it to the length that I need. Again, you could use the guillotine. Let's bring in our scissors. So I'm just going to snip it. And then I am going to bring in the guillotine, and then I'm going to snip it again right down the middle because I want it in halfways. So let's bring this one in. So I'm just eyeing this one this time. So I'm just going to just...
That really is a fly's eyelash, isn't it?
Well, I'm trying to half it, Joe. That's what I'm trying to do. So we'll see how well this goes. There we go. Oh, well, you know,
amazing.
Not bad at all. So then what we can do is let's bring in our really thin liner tape. So let's bring this one in. If you don't have red liner tape, you can still use your, what I would say is normal double-sided tape, but it's always worthwhile investing in getting a red liner because it's extra strong. So let's just add that on, and then we're going to finish this off. So let's pop that one on. So it's a nice way as well if you've got a thicker border strip or ribbon strip that they call them, to make it go a bit further. So then what I'm going to do with this one, because I've got obviously the foil at one side and none at the other, let's pop that one in just there. So that's then going to cover up that wee strip. It's going to give us that extra bit of foiling there. We're going to do exactly the same with the other side. And turning it around, and then we're just going to cover up that bit just there. So as we cover it up, then what I'm going to do, bringing in our sentiment. So let's go for wishing you a Merry Christmas. Now you can also do what I do, and that's just gently pull them out, and then you will get the little pips that show. So just go round the edge just to trim them off. So we take that one. Let's take our frame as well. We're going to take the backing off. Now this is going to frame our image, however, what it's going to do, it's going to frame it from a dimensional distance. It's going to sit on top of our acetate. So let's bring this one in. So again, let's just square this one up. Then what I am going to do, I do apologise, I'm going to stick my head in the way, just so I can look straight over the top and know that I'm going to line it up. So I am just going to line it up like that. There we go, that's me. And then I'm just going to press. And then what you can always do if you want is just press it to secure it. Then let's bring in our sentiment, our bow, a couple of gems, and that will be us.
Really, really beautiful. I love how you've taken this and really gone for it with this one, Craig.
Yeah.
And and actually brought up some bits, put your own spin on it. The thing is, with these though, if you were a beginner, Craig, fair to say that you could put great cards together very easily with some adhesive maybe. Is there anything else that you need with these collections?
I would say, yep, just your tape or your glue. As I was saying right at the start, if you are a complete new beginner, take your background card that we had originally, this patterned one, take that one, fold it in half, place a topper on the top, and then that's you done. And then you know that you're going to get that elegant topper or that elegant card that's been created using the toppers, using the background, and people really are going to be like, wow. And also the thing is, when it comes to the foiling, Joe, the foiling or any of the mirri is actually mirri foiling. It's not mirror. So there's a difference between mirror gold and silver than there is mirri gold and silver. Right. So as I like to say, your mirri is a brand. Right. So obviously we've got other brands out there, but we've got, for example, you'll have Coca-Cola, you'll have the shop's own brand. Mirri is the brand, and then mirror is kind of like the next tier down. So there we go. It's all foiling is done with mirri, not mirri. So there we go. So you can see there. So what I've just done a moment ago, I just used one of the background adorable scoreable colours that I had to hand. It could be Century Pearl, anything like that. Folded it using the score lines I told you, chopped it up, added the frame, but I popped the topper on the actual inside, and then I framed it from the outside. And can you see, you might think, well, why has he added red? Can you see these tiny red berries?
Oh yeah, I hadn't noticed them before.
So what I've just done is I've pulled that red out and then just added just a wee bow from my own stash and the gems from the actual collection, and that just pulls the red out from the image.
Fantastic. Right, those gemstones that Craig was using, they're available for you on the show. So there's 4 different collections for you. There's the essentials. I just opened one of these up because I do want you to see what's in here. I want you to see just how much you're getting. So you're getting 9 sheets within each one of these. So you can see this is your essential collection. You've got all the different ones in there, all of those different colours within there, which is great. So there's loads in there. So as well as the essentials, you can also go for the pearls, which is that one just there. This is actually your favorite one so far, those pearls. You've then got as well this one here, which is your glitters. They're available for you too if you want to go for those ones. And then you've got the shimmer as well, and you can see there that shimmer, absolutely gorgeous. They're like multifaceted, the shimmer ones, a whole different host of colours in there for you. Right, the hunky dory mega deal. It's the 4 luxury toppers, the inserts, and the free magazine as well. So within here, what you're going to get is you're going to get the Christmas Mega Bundle bumper insert. So you've got 30 sheets there. You've got the classic Christmas toppers, the Magica Christmas toppers, the Snow is Falling toppers, Christmas Elegance luxury topper collection as well. And you've then got as well the free magazine. So you're going to get 5 topper collections and the magazine as well, which is fantastic. 150 sheets plus the magazine. This, of course, is part of, though, don't forget, the By the Show collection, which is really busy now on the website, as we knew it would be. It represents the best value for money. Now, as remember, we are in our members event as well, so everyone gets an extra 5% off in the club, which is fantastic, as well as double points. If you were in the US, you'd get 273 points just for that collection there alone. Club Inspire Platinum members with the extra discount can get this for £81 in the UK or $102.36. Everyone gets free postage and packaging, everyone gets free shipping and handling, and everyone will get a free tote bag as well. There's one lurking just over there. Now, we had the tote bags. We also had, a little bit earlier this week, we had the mugs. And now, whilst we were doing that fabulous demonstration with Craig, I spotted that Helen had her mug to hand, having a little drink. What was it you were sipping there in your mug, Helen?
It's just some cold water, but it's keeping it nice and cold.
Oh, fantastic. When did yours arrive?
Today.
Oh, brilliant. Are you pleased with it?
I am, yes. Very good quality.
Oh, fantastic. I'm really glad you like it. It's sold out and gone now. That's it. We won't have them in stock again. I know that you haven't had your hands on this collection for all that long. Do you know what I was really impressed by, Helen, was the amount of stuff that you were able to make in such a short time. If people are making projects in a hurry, do you think that these collections work well to do a lot? If you were batch making, for instance, let's say.
Oh, yeah. The hardest part is deciding what you're going to use.
Fair enough.
Because there's just so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's, 486 sheets and the magazine as well. So it is absolutely loads. Now, I know you've made loads. You've shown us a few. Do you want to show us a few more of the bits that you've been making, Helen?
Yep, okay. I've done the Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Wonderful.
So I used the copper.
That's beautiful, isn't it, Craig?
That's absolutely gorgeous. I just love how you can turn them into the easel cards, and you've got obviously that main image is just sitting upright as well. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's
and using the Chloe snowflakes that I got the other week on those to make the call.
Ah, right.
Yes, those snowflakes were very busy. Glad that you managed to get hold of those. What else have you got there, Helen?
One you liked, Joe, was the Bethlehem one.
Ah, that is gorgeous, isn't it? Love the Z fold idea.
Can you see, Joe, that's what I was meaning, how you can create your card base just from that one card backing. So it just goes to show you don't have to have your card blanks or that. Just create it from that main card blank.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
I love that. Do they stand up well as well, these cards, with the cardstock that you've used?
Yes, they do.
Wonderful.
Some of them I've used Centura Pearl and some I've used Stamping Card.
Wonderful.
And they're very solid. It's another Bethlehem one.
That was nice because it kind of matches, but it's not matchy, is it? But it's sort of a theme, let's say.
Yeah. So that was from the same sort of set.
Beautiful.
Then I've got this one.
Oh, I love that. That little robin there, lurking inside.
Yeah, the little robins are so cute. That's the other half of that card.
Fabulous. That is gorgeous.
And then I've done a 10-fold with with acetate.
Oh, lovely. Helen, you've got how many Christmas cards you got to make? You're going to nail this Christmas card malarkey, Helen.
Oh, I don't know, but I did what Craig said about covering the back, so you can't see the blue things. And then the last
wonderful.
one, which was this one, which again very, very plain with a few
Yeah, that's
pearls
different,
on.
isn't it?
Until you open it up,
Oh, wow.
and that is the square twist.
That is amazing.
That is gorgeous. Do you know what, with that collection as well, that would work really well with our nativity collection as well. You know, start to mix and match all the different things. They would really do work well together. I love that, Helen.
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes getting a new kit like this really helps you to maybe get back in your stash and do a bit of discovering maybe some things that you haven't used for a little while. Helen, beautiful, beautiful makes. Don't go anywhere. We will be speaking to you again before the end of the show as well. Right, very busy on this big collection that we've got for you here. Right, I want to run back through one of the two smaller bundles that are on the show for you. So this one here is Magic Christmas Time. Now there's absolutely loads in here. Magic Christmas Time, this is the one that's got the deco large in there. So 72 sheets for you in here. Yes, you've got the inspiration sheet, of course, but then you've got all of the die cut deco large. You're gonna make, it says you're gonna make 24 cards with this collection. Just this element, this one element of this collection, I think you're gonna make more cards than that for sure. So you can see here how beautiful that is. Really, really lovely. And then also, if we go all the way through, you've got all the decollage, and then what you've also got in here as well is, let me just flip that one around for you so you can see, you've got all of your printed papers or cards in there too. So great if you want to do what Helen had done and do something like a Z fold card using this. It would absolutely be perfect to do that. And again, a great weight on all of these, and if you are scoring them, it is all of that adorable scoreable cardstock as well, which is fantastic. You're also going to get in here the inserts too. Now the inserts, you get 12 of them, and they're really, really beautiful. They are kind of pastely and a little bit muted, but I think they're going to work beautifully with the big collection. And you also get the little book. I thought I'd lost it for a moment. It's here. This is the little book of a Magic Christmas. Now the great thing is 144 sheets, 24 images in each of here. You get 6 of each one. Now the great thing is that if you love traditional decoupage and you love to fussy cut, you're going to be able to do that really easily using these books. I know Craig is a massive, massive fan of that. If you want to get that collection on its own, it's in that Buy the Show bundle, which is brilliant, but individually 228 sheets there for you. It is $29.97 or $42.99. Platinum members can get this for $22.47 or $32.24 with that extra 5% discount. And remember, you've got double points there as well. I know that you really, really adore these little books, Craig, don't you?
I do. I absolutely love the little books because you can use them as they are, you know, and you can just use them as one topper and that is it. Although what you can find is within the books you actually get 144 sheets. So you're getting 24 designs, but what you are getting is 6 of each. So what you can do is absolutely leave them as they are, or then what you can do is actually cut around them, fussy cut them like I love to do, or what you can do is just trim them like I'm away to do in a moment. But what I wanted to do first, Joe, before a demo with the little book, when it comes to the deco large, I just want to show you some of them that are already made up, so you can actually see the actual depth of the decollage. So you can see on that one there. However, you don't have to use all the different layers if you don't want to. You can just use maybe just a couple of layers if you wish, but it just goes to show, you know, the different layers that you can do with the decollage. These are all die cut for you. You just need to pop them out just like I showed you earlier on with the wee pips that are around them. But you've got so many layers. There's just so many. You're getting all of these within the actual bundle, and you're also getting 2 of each. And then what about this one here? You don't get the lights with it, but this is just an idea. Just maybe the battery operated lights, and then if I switch that on, look at that. Look at that. So just piercings, a few wee holes, just adding these wee lights, and you could be popping them in as well. So that is your deco. There's still so much more with it, but that is the deco large. It's all die cut for you. Let's go on to the little book. And I want to show you how you could still make a relatively simple card with the little books. However, you know, you can still do a bit of dimension to it. So I've got my layers already good to go just here. And I've even written down the measurements so that I don't forget. So what I've done is, let's take, look at this one here, with all the wee kiddies just in there, looking in at the window as well, you know, just seeing what's in the store. So what I've just done is, I'm taking one of them. So one of them, I'm going to keep as it is. And then the next one, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring in my guillotine. Now, if you've got your nesting dies, then you could be using your nesting dies. You know, you can change the shapes with them. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to come in. So I'm going to take my first layer. So I've got my main image just to the side, taking my first layer. And then with this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So I'm just coming in 1/4 of an inch. So I'm there. So I'm going 1/4 in. And every time I'm turning them, I'm just coming in 1/4 of an inch. That we can see just there. And do that one too. So that will be my second layer. And then my third layer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to come in all the way around. So coming in all the way around to there. So we're just trimming them away. You don't have to do the measurements that I do. You can do your own ones. You can take as much or as little as you want. But what will start to happen is you can still create kind of like your pyramid decoupage scene. So let's move these bits out the way for the time being. Then what I've done is I've just brought, if you managed to get some of the Matastic Adorable Scoreable the other week, I've just taken a piece of that and just some gold cardstock. So I've got these layered up. So let's just start to assemble it. And then what I'll do is I'll show you how you can start to build them up. So with this one, that's just 3 images that I've used. And you've still got another 3 of that same one. But chop into it, cut into it, divide it. You know how you get these canvases pictures on the wall? Obviously, I know they're a lot bigger. But you know when it's like that, it's like that triptych. Yeah, so it's split into 3. Imagine doing that on your cards with them as well. You don't just have to fussy cut them like I do. So I've just brought in just a piece of cards, actually, it's ivory card, made it into a 5x7 card blank. So let's pop that one on. So let's bring in our first layer. So that's just going to sit nicely on top. So let's just use our tape runner for speed for this one. So I'm going to go around the edges. So as I come round all those ways, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place that just within the middle, just there. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to press that into place. Now I can't remember if I cut my layers to size earlier. I had trimmed that, I've maybe made them, I've just got it and no more. So what I've just done is I've taken obviously that second layer that I've done and I've just created a really thin gold matting layer. So you don't need to worry, it's not going to split up the image. You're not going to see any division or anything like that. It's just going to enhance it slightly. So let's pop that one on. And then once again, I've got for that smaller one, let's see, pop that one on. That's exactly the same size, so let's not use that one. Pop that one there, and that one there. So there's our 3 that we've got just there. So remember, I trimmed 1/4 of an inch all the way around. This one, I trimmed 3/4 of an inch all the way around. Bringing in your glue gel or your foam pads. And with foam pads, you can use different dimensions. You know, you might just want to use a 1mm. You might use a 2mm, a 4mm. It's entirely up to you. Or if you use your glue gel, it enables you to obviously use, what am I trying to say, Joe? You can determine how high or low you want it because it's the glue gel.
Fantastic.
So just to marry up, sorry Joe,
no problem.
Just to say here, just to marry up, so for this one, I'm just looking at the wee hat on the bear and I'm just eyeballing that just underneath with the one underneath me and I'm just going to position that on. And then when I can see that it's the same all the way around, I'm just pressing, and that's all that I'm just going to do exactly the same for this next layer.
Beautiful. Plauder, some of your the names on YouTube are a lot trickier than the names on Facebook, I'm working out, Craig, okay? Plauder Tiggly, I think that's how it's pronounced. Says hunky dory guaranteed every time, a good design. Dina on Facebook loves the little books. They are always so popular. The lit up card, Marianne and Helen, both loving that. These would be so much fun making for sure, says Gaz. The paper looks 3D on its own. It really does. The artwork is incredible, isn't it? Across everything that Hunky Dory bring us, Craig.
Absolutely, it really does. You know, that they go in for all that detail of the shading and the dimension. And like you say, some of it can look really dimensional as it is without any dimension at all. So what I've just done is I've just taken one of the sentiments that also comes within that decollage collection. So you'll find within the decollage there's an image that kind of matches, and you also get all these sentiment toppers. So I'm just going to pop that one on. So let's just add all this one up. So we're just going to take that one off, and then just to finish off in the corners, all that I'm just going to do is add just a couple of gems. I'm going to pop them in the corner, and then that's enough. You can, of course, do what I've done, but just with that one level of image. You don't have to build it up, but it just gives you that options. So I'm just going to pop that just down in the corner there. Let's bring in our gems. Let's go for a gold. So let's do one. Actually, let's place that across, and then let's bring in a red one. So we'll do gold, red, gold, and I'm just going to leave it there. But that is, see, your little book image. So where we've created our own bit of a decoupage, bit of pyramage as we'd call it. If you kept getting smaller and smaller, it would start to resemble a pyramid if you were to look upwards at it. But there we go. So we've just added that wee bit extra height just there.
I love that, Craig. It's really great because it's quite a simple effect. But it gives a bit of interest, doesn't it? But if you want to keep it quite simple, it is also absolutely fantastic. Now we're going to cross back to Suffolk one last time to check in with Helen. How are you doing there, Helen? Are you okay? Are you enjoying the show?
I'm loving the show, thank you. And thank you to everybody for all the kind comments about what I've been making.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I've been going through the Facebook comments, and people have been absolutely loving all of your wonderful creations. It's such a little lovely crafty community, isn't it, on Facebook during these shows?
It is wonderful. I'm officially out of lockdown today.
Oh, so, congratulations.
Because I've been shielding and so having everybody, I mean, I feel as though I know a lot of these people now. And having all these shows and everybody has really, really helped me during the time, and also has kept me sane, to tell the truth. It's
yeah, I think we all feel a little bit like that, myself included, Helen, I would say. And it is lovely. That is what Craft TV is all about, everyone sharing ideas. How are you going to celebrate being off of lockdown today? Anything big plan? Are you off to the pub straight after this?
No, I don't drink. But, no, I'm a little bit apprehensive about going into crowded spaces and things like that. So just take it easy and see what happens over the next few weeks, and pop out here and there.
Absolutely, sage advice there. Now, I guess you're going to keep you busy with the rest of that, making up the rest of that collection, no doubt. That'll give you something to keep your fingers busy, I'm guessing, Helen.
Well, yes, but I've made an awful lot of purchases over the last couple of months. But I've been working on a cross stitch that I started about 6 years ago. And I've got about 50 more stitches to put in. So that's what I've been doing. So the things that I've been buying, I haven't had time to play with yet either. So
right, you've got an exciting few weeks ahead of you then, getting all of those things out of the box. Helen, can I say it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the Craft House. I've laughed every single minute of it, and I hope you really enjoy working through the rest of that collection. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been really comfortable to be on. So anybody who is worried and anxious about coming on, please do. We'd love to see everybody's makes.
Yeah, we really would.
Absolutely.
And I will be posting photos on the Crafters TV and various other Facebook pages of the makes that I've done.
Oh, wonderful. I look forward to seeing those. Massive thanks to you, Helen. Such a pleasure to have you on the show. And we'll see you. I'll see you in the comments on Facebook really soon, I reckon. That's probably the next time I'll see you.
Yeah, I'll be on there in a few seconds.
I'll meet you there. Have a great day. Enjoy being off of shielding as well, Helen. We'll speak to you soon. Take care.
See you later, Helen.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Oh, so lovely having Helen on the show. If you want to be on the show, you could maybe be here virtually on the couch with me next weekend if you fancy. No, you'll be here with Derek next weekend. But drop us an email, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, pop Craft House into the subject, and we would love to have you on. Now remember, this is our members event. It is all about you guys, our Club Inspire members. We're giving you all an extra 5%. We're going to give you double points and that free tote bag. But if you're new to us and you're not wholly familiar with the club, here's Sarah to take you through all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspire. Loads of you still commenting away. Cecilia on Facebook saying, quick and easy, but very effective. That's true for all of the collections. Delana saying as well, what a fun thing to have Helen sharing all of her makes. Yes, it was, and we'll have another crafter back here next week as well. We'd love all of you eventually to get involved. Right, we're going to go through what is in each of these collections. So we're going to start off with this. It's sort of 3 smaller collections which make up the largest collection. So we're going to start off with the Winter Forest. Now this is Trade Classy, the Winter Forest. You get that inspiration sheet, then what you're getting is all of your toppers in here. So you get 24 of the toppers, which is fantastic. It's all foiled and die cut for you and ready to go. And then what you've got is all of your printed card stock in there as well. So 24 sheets total in that element just there. You've got loads of inserts in this one. If you're someone that loves an insert, you're going to love this collection because you've got 36 printed inserts there for you as well, which is fantastic. Really lovely, quite muted, quite pastel-y, but again, beautiful artwork as you would expect from Hunky Dory. And then what you've also got is you've got the Matastic 8x8 paper pad. Now the great thing is about the 8x8 paper pad is it's matte, which is great. So if you want to ink it and you want to stamp onto it, you can. Also, it's double-sided, so it means that there's twice the amount of craftability within each one of those, which is fantastic. So that is the first item, $33.97 or $48.99 if you want to go for that. There's 108 sheets in total in that collection just there. Right, the next one we've got for you is the Magical Christmas. Now this is decollage, and the great thing about decollage is it's what it does on the says what it does on the tin really. It is decoupage but big, which is great, and it's really easy for you to pick these out and put them together and see where all of those pieces go. Lots of die cut foiled elements within this one just here. Just this element of this one collection makes 24 cards. So imagine how many cards you're going to be making across the whole collection. So there's all of your foiled and die cut elements. Then what you've got in here as well is all of that printed cardstock, which is going to match beautifully all of your decoupage elements that are also within there. So you've got that. You've then got 12 inserts within here as well, which is fantastic. Again, I love that they keep the inserts quite muted, so it really does make them really, really classy. You've then got as well this here. You've got 144 pages in your little book. And again, the little books, as we've shown you as we've gone through the show, really versatile because you're able to fussy cut them if you want to. Or, I mean, that is just a card topper, good to go. You've got 144 sheets within there. So in that bundle just there, $29.97 or $42.99, you've got 228 sheets within there. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is absolutely a huge collection coming up here, as you can see. This is your Christmas Mega Bundle bumper pack of inserts that you've got just here. There is absolutely loads of them in there. Going to be great for all of your Christmas crafting. Also, some of these work really well as just like a background Christmas paper if you need them to. You've then got toppers. So let's move on to the first toppers. You've got Classic Christmas. Now, again, you'll get that inspiration sheet with each one of these smaller collections here as well. And this is your, yes, Christmas luxury topper, Classic Christmas luxury toppers. You've got 30 sheets again in here. Great if you want to make a whole card from one topper sheet. Absolutely, you can do that. Or what you can do is you can just intersperse this within your other collections. Really lovely, lots of foiling, lots of beautifully printed papers within there as well. So that is your Classic Christmas element of this. There's honestly, I wish you could see, it's like a paper mill back here. I've got so many sheets within each one of these bundles. The next one we've got here for you is the Magic of Christmas. This is all still coming in included with that mega bundle that you can see there. So you've got all of your printed paper and card in here. You've got another 30 sheets within this collection. And then if I just move towards the back, you'll see you've also got all of your toppers in here as well. Some really interesting shapes, some more square ones. You've got some circular ones in there, some borders, some banners, some frames, some sentiments within there also. We're not done yet. You also get within this collection as well, this one here. Now, this is your Snow is Falling luxury topper collection. And again, all of your different topper sheets in there. So you've got 8 sheets of your toppers, 8 of your printed papers in there. 10 toppers, 10 printed papers, 10 printed and foiled papers within there as well. And then one more collection within here too. I can't believe you get all of this for $49.99 or $68.99. It's amazing value. And then you've got this collection just here. This is your Christmas Elegance. Now, I think this might be my favourite. I particularly love this sheet just here. And remember, if there's one that you love, don't worry, because you get 2 sheets of all of them, which is brilliant. So one to stroke and one to use a lot of the time. And then you've got all of the papers in there that you also need. They're all coming included too. You also, in this collection, get the free magazine as well. I did the Snow Falling one, didn't I? I did indeed. Right, if you want to get that one, as I said, $49.99 or $68.99. If you're in the club, with your 25% club inspired discount if you're platinum, because of course you're getting upgraded, $37.49 or $51.74. However, the best way to get the best value is to go for the Buy the Show collection. That actually gives you everything that I've just shown you there for £108 or $136.49. You've got an extra saving when you buy them together. It's over 40% that saving. And the great thing is that if you are a Club Inspire Platinum member, you can get it for £81 or $102.36. Every single person that goes for this will get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling. And that's amazing that we can send all of that to you for free. And we'll throw in one of our free members tote bags for you too. Absolutely loads of reasons to grab yourself a great deal today here on Crafters TV. Right, I know we're fast running out of time, Craig, but what do you want to share with us next?
Yeah, well, actually, I've got something else I really want to quickly show you afterwards as well. So we're going to use Penguin Party Time. So this is from our The Magic of Christmas collection. So what I've just done is, within the Penguin set, you can see, Helen actually showed you something she made earlier on with a frame using this one. So I've just taken the main outer frame and I've also taken the main topper image. So we've got that one. So let's use that. Then what I've done is I've taken the coordinated background card that comes for this one. This one was the one that had foil on the edges. So I've just trimmed this one down 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches. Then I've just done my next layer and then my silver layer. And then that is my card blank that you can see just there. So then what I'm going to do is I've taken in some blue cardstock that I had. Again, this is Adorable Scoreable. It could be our Centura Pearl, whatever you have in your stash. So it is 4 3/4 by 6 inches. And then what I've already pre-done beforehand is I just spritzed some of the shimmer spray on the Adorable Scoreable. Now look at that effect. Because it's coated, I did need to leave it overnight to dry, but even then, look at that effect that you get on the coated
Really
Centura
lovely.
panel. Really
it's kind
nice,
of like
isn't it?
Yeah, it's like underwater themed almost, isn't it?
Well, that's what, because it was penguin, so bringing in the blues, bringing in that effect just there, I just think it worked well together. So what I'm just doing is, let's bring our part that we've just done, let's just, couldn't think of another word for it there, let's bring in our layer, there we go, and I'm just going to pop that just within the middle there, and pressing that. Then what we're going to do is, for this outer layer, I've just popped some foam tape all the way around. Now what I've done is our foam tape that we do, and I've kept it towards the outside edge, because remember in the past we've showed you the concept cards for the, it's kind of like the shaker cards, you know, when the tumbling cards.
I love
we're going
those
to make
ones.
something like that. So I'm going to pop that one in just there, so I'm going to press that into place. Let's bring in our topper. But what I want to do for this one is, you've got some of the silver layer all the way around. I actually want to trim that off. And there's a reason why I want to trim that off, and I will explain that. So I'm just following the outside line, and I'm just getting rid of that silver, because if I then bring these in, that's that one done. Again, let's bring in some foam pads. So I'm just going to pop a few within the middle, because once again, I want to leave a bit of space on the outside. Because what I'm going to do, you may think with the last ones where 1 pences were used, I'm actually going to use 5 pences for these ones. So let's pop this one within the middle there. Then what I'm going to do is I've taken 5 pences, and I've just popped a 5x5 foam pad on the back just there. I've attached that to the 5 pence. So all that I'm just going to do now is I'm just going to tuck that underneath. Now you could actually leave the backing on just now. So let's just tuck that one underneath. So what that's doing is, if that goes under, that's now leaving enough space for that to roll around. You can layer up to, let's actually leave the foam tape on at the moment. You can actually layer up. I've used the 1 layer of foam pad. You can layer it up and make it a bit higher, and then you'll just start to twirl all the way around. I've just taken that backing off again, haven't I? Not to worry. There we go. So let's just...
It's muscle memory, Craig.
It's automatic, isn't it? That I lift something up and I take the backing off. So let's then just pop them up, and then them up. And the reason I trimmed off that silver edge is, you'll see if I left that on, there wouldn't be enough space for your actual foam pads at each side. So that's why I trimmed it off. Then we've already poked out loads of these penguins. Now keeping in mind, there's loads. And if you've seen Helen's frame, that was the other background deck card that she used for. So cool, so you could be building your frames as well. So I'm just going to spread them out. So I've got the backing off there, backing off there, backing off. Oh, that one's come off. Let's pop that one back on.
You've really been quite ambitious. You're not just going for one here. You've gone for how many?
5 altogether.
Now that is pretty ambitious, Craig.
I know. I did pre-do this one because I wanted to just work out, obviously, the measurements wise. So it had worked. So let's see. So let's just randomly place them on. And then I'm hoping, he says, they'll start to move. So if I press them ones on, and then let's just bring in our topper sheet with our sentiment. And I would, of course, just trim around the edges, but we'll just add our tape. So what we can do is, now I know obviously I've chopped the bits and that out to start with, but it's a nice way to create quite a really quick but effective card. So I'm going to, so let's just see if we can start to get, you see, no my luck, they probably won't move. Can we get them to move? Come on. Oh, I'll bring my original in if I have to. I'll bring my original in. There we go. See, it's like shaker cards. Try to get them to move.
They just need a bit of warming up, don't they?
They need a bit of warming up, but they are starting to go. They're starting to go. And then the original one that I had done, a bit similar to our box card earlier on. This was the original. And then instead of having a box card of acetate, I've just created a dome. So come on, you're about to work. There we go. Look at that. So it just starts to go around all the way around. So then there we go, and then matching insert just within the middle.
Really, really beautiful. Getting very, very busy as we move towards the end of the show now. Loads of people still chatting away. Charlotte says on YouTube, since I've been watching, I now know what to do with all the other things that have been sitting in my craft room. The bonus is I feel like I'm learning with friends. Oh, that's so lovely, Charlotte. And she says I've learnt more versatile ways of using all of these products. Janet says, Joe, I feel for you having to explain all the collections. I've never seen such a massive collection of papers in one show. Do you know what? All the time I've worked in craft, I don't think I've done a collection whereby you get 486 sheets included. It is colossal what you're actually getting within that by the show. Kay says, love that, but would be hard to cover up the beautiful background. Well, sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. You do get 2 of most designs in each one of the bundles, which is fantastic. So you can have one to stroke and one to use, Kay, don't fear. That's so cute with the moving snowballs as well, says Michelle Parsons over on YouTube. Very, very cute. Lots of people loving that last demonstration there as well. Now, Craig, you've been very ambitious for the amount of demonstrations you're getting in the show today, but I know you've got something else you want to try and squeeze in before the end. Is that right?
I do, just quickly, because I showed something on Facebook. I've just got blue ink on this one, but never mind. So this was the original. So I just bought this inexpensive frame from a store. Now, I already had our actual layer already. What's that called again? The outside layer. The mount. I already had that mount done. So I went and got another one from here in the UK, a place called The Range. It didn't have a mount. So all that I just done is cut some adorable scoreable 8x8, because that's the size of the frame.
Doesn't it make a huge difference having that mount?
Well, I think it makes a big difference, yeah. Especially for making a really quick home decor using the winter forest. So all that I'm just going to do, Joe, is let's take all these bits out. Then what I'm going to do is taking out this bit here, so that bit stays in, so that bit, that bit, that bit. Let's bring in our winter forest. So I'm using the topper for the owl. The winter forest, each topper sheet, you actually get 2 of each. So then what I'm going to do now is we're just going to layer that up. You can trim it down, but we'll need to slightly, so there's not a lot of waste. But I wanted to show you how you could do a nice home decor piece. Not a lot of time or effort. All that you're just doing is using one of the 8x8 sheets from the 8x8 paper pad. So let's just bring this one in. Let's bring in our tape. So I'm popping my background on first, then we'll use the topper. So let's go all the way around, there, there, and there. So I'm just going to pop the background over the top. A really quick and simple way of doing the layer. Let's bring in our topper. I am going to come back after this live and I'm going to trim all these wee bits up, but I did post it on my Instagram last week. People want to see how to do it. So I've just taken the frame. I don't need that middle bit that you can see just there. So let's just bring in a couple of foam pads. So let's just layer that one up. Because it's a box frame, you're able to do this. Alternatively, if it's not a box frame, just take out the glass and you'll still be able to add that dimension. So let's just take that off and that off. So perfect for cards, for, you know, a lot of winter birthdays or winter weddings as well, not just for Christmas. However, think about the home decor that you've got. So let's pop that on just there. And then one last foam pad just for the back. Like I say, I am going to come back and add more. But then that's all that I've done. So pop that one there. Let's then close that one up. I'm not going to put the backing on because I'll do that after, but it just lets you see how you can. I know I've obviously had those bits done, but you can just make a really nice home decor frame. And I just added a few gems just into there. But then there we go. Really good. I love that.
Really, really beautiful. And how quick and effective was that? How long did it take you? Like 3-4 minutes, Craig?
Yeah, and as you can see, I didn't have the bits popped. That main topper I'd popped out, but even the frames and that hadn't popped out. I hadn't cut the card of that to bit. So, you know, be quite quick to do that.
Really, really busy as we've come to the end of the show. Remember, the great thing is about shopping with us here at Crafts TV is you're always going to be able to come back and watch this show back. So you think, oh, how did Craig use that collection? Or what did he say would work great with that? Then you can always go back and watch the show anytime over on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk. .com or .eu. Don't forget to check out your baskets over there as well. Now, we bring the Craft House to you every single Friday, and we're always joined by one of it's Saturday. Of course it's Saturday. All day it's Saturday. I said it was Friday, didn't I? Do you know why, in my defence, it used to be on a Friday? I was just checking that you all realise that we've moved it to Saturday. Every single Saturday we'll be here, and we always bring a crafty friend on. If you'd love to come and join us on one of our shows, we need you. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. Send us an email. Also, maybe share a few pictures of what you've been making, and make sure you pop Craft House into the subject line, and we'll do our best to try and get one of our crafty friends on. I don't know how I've managed to do that, but I've managed to just turn my phone camera, my torch on for the end of the show. Very, very busy as we move towards the end of the show. Make sure you check out your baskets. Craig, when are you going to be back with us here on Crafters TV?
I am back bright and early tomorrow morning. Well, I'll be in here bright and early, but back 11 a.m. here in the UK for Masterclass. Is it Masterclass tomorrow?
No, it's launch day.
Launched? How can I forget?
How could you?
How can I forget?
I'll forgive you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to let them know what we're launching tomorrow? Go on.
Well, if you like to sit down with a nice magazine and a cup of tea and then maybe get a lot of goodies with it, then tomorrow morning's for you, that is for sure. I've actually got my copy at the side of me, but you'll need to wait till tomorrow to see it.
Absolutely, you will. Crafters Inspiration, the brand new one. We're launching it here for you on Crafters TV, which is brilliant. Right, it's been a great day of shows here on Crafters TV. I love the fact that we're live with you now twice a day, every single day, including the weekends as well. So always can come and drop in on us, get some great deals, and also do some wonderful crafting. That's us done for today. If you're across in the US, have a great day. If you're here in the UK, enjoy your Saturday evening. And make sure you join us back here tomorrow for a brand new day of shows. That launch day, the brand new Crafters Inspiration, we'll be launching it here on Crafters TV before anyone else, which is amazing. But also there will be Second Chance Sunday with myself and Debbie wrapping up this incredible members event. Remember, you're all going to get the extra 5% club discount, everyone getting double points, and make sure you grab that Crafters tote as well, that Crafters TV tote. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Right, have a great evening, have a great day, and myself and Craig will see you back here tomorrow. Take care.